Welcome to another horror talk. Ooh! Welcome, everybody. This is the horror talk, and today we are going to be talking about an American werewolf in London. Now, some of you are saying, hey, Michael Myers don't talk. Well, this one does. I do talk, Michael Myers. So, I love you all. I want to thank you guys for coming. So, hey, The Thing. Do you actually have a name besides The Thing?
Well, I'm actually a lawyer.
You're a lawyer?
I'm a professional lawyer, yes. This is just my face. You can't see my real face. I'm actually pretty handsome.
Oh. You're a handsome guy. Okay.
But I'm going to have to turn you guys in because you can see me. I have to turn all of you in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
I'm going to change my face.
Yeah, you better change your face. You know what? I better change my face because, hold on. Let me change my face. Whoa, hold on.
Oh, it's so much better.
Oh, man. Oh, God. But you know what? Thank God we have those other masks in the state of Washington. It's unlawful to not wear a mask. So thank God we got these masks so we can be accepted.
Yeah, I always wear my mask when I go to the store. I buy groceries. This is the mask I wear.
But I'm going to ask you a question. Who the hell does this guy thinks he is? You guys look like clowns. Hold on. Are you saying we look like clowns now or when we had the mask on? That's what I want.
I'm a little confused by the answer or that question. Is it how I smell or how I come off, or is it how's the clowniness work? Oh, by the way, Eric, I told you in the movie I saw a glass clown that I've never seen before in American Werewolf in London at the bar scene. She had a glass clown I've never seen before.
That's awesome. First of all, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And I know on our last show, we asked people from our other shows, our mental effect shows, whatever, and we asked, hey, would you guys want to see the horror talk on YouTube? Because we were going to broadcast it only on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and upload it to Instagram. And so we asked our YouTube fans, do they want to see it on here? And they said yes. So we did on the Gypsy Road channel, and we got a nice response. And so we're going to continue with all formats. So right now, you can watch us on this channel or Twitter or Facebook and even Twitch live right now on all those formats at the same time. So, and this show, guys, it's only 1 hour. We don't go 2 hours. We go 1 hour. It's all we need to talk about this one movie. And we asked people if there's, we told people on yesterday that we're going to watch An American Werewolf in London. And we actually got an email response from Sharkticon Na, which I'm going to read his email about his experience with this movie. And I thought I'll read it, and we'll go off on his email.
Yes.
This is what he says. Hey, Gypsy, there is a Mandela effect change I saw while watching American Werewolf in London. It's a change for myself at least. Now, first of all, I like what he said. It's a change for myself at least, because not everybody sees changes at the same time. So I like that he said that, so he's not forcing it on anybody. He said it's the pub sign that hangs outside the slaughterhouse lamb. Before I read further, in the beginning of the movie, it shows two friends backpacking Europe. Like, it's just like they graduated from college. They want to backpack before they hit the real world, where we all know living in the real world kind of sucks. So before they live in the world that sucks, they went to go backpacking. And in the first scene, they get off of a truck with a bunch of sheeps, and they go into this small town. And there's like one bar, and there's a part about the bar that Bob would tell you that in those countries, those bars are really like a family get-together.
Yeah, they are.
They stare at you, but outside the bar, there was a sign that says, welcome to Slaughterhouse Lamb. And this is what he says. I remember it always sharing a lamb's head cut off. Now it shows a wolf, which makes sense to myself since it's basically the wolf and the lamb now. Now shows wolf and called the slaughterhouse lamb. I don't know, but it's not how I recall that sign being. Anyhow, I just want to let you know. Now, first of all, I'll tell you what I remember, Bob.
Yeah.
On the beginning scene, they go in, there's the bar. I remember there was a sign.
Remember the sign?
I can't tell you for sure if there was a wolf or a lamb on it, but when they saw the sign, when I watched it last night, they were like, "Oh, what's that about?" Now, I don't remember that part where they got not a tiny bit freaked out. I just remember them going inside the bar and seeing the 5-pointed star is when they got like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
But in this one, they kind of got like that even with the sign, so it could have been a lamb. I don't remember.
I'm gonna tell you from my rocket perfect memory that I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a blur on the the lamb's head. However, the wolf's head, severed, bloody ass wolf's head with a spear through its fucking face, was a hell no. No, I would have remembered that spear piercing through this wolf's severed head, bleeding. I mean, you don't need to remember exactly what it was. I mean, everyone's got a bad memory. We know that. Let's not fucking fool ourselves. However, I'm going to tell you it was not what I saw in the movie. It was not that completely severed head. It was not that, man.
This is the sign right here.
This is the tongue hanging out. No.
This is the sign right here. Is what they saw outside the bar before they went inside. This is the picture.
So it's called the slaughtered lamb, and they have a wolf's head on it. Now, from my experience, and I'm going back to the UK, guys. This is the last time I'm going to be in the States for a little bit. I'll be in Europe for a while, turn around Europe. But the bars do have a picture of usually what it'd be like. It'd be like the lamb's head or the bull's balls or some weird ass name. But he would have a picture of like the bull's balls outside. That's the whole idea. That was the whole idea. So if it's called the slaughtered lamb, they're gonna have a slaughtered lamb on it. They're not gonna have that. I don't know what that is. That was not what they looked at. And when those guys said, "Oh," I don't remember them going, "Oh."
No, I remember them doing that inside when they saw that.
Sorry, yeah, I don't remember that. I remember them going, "Oh." Because that's what I said when I saw it. I said it with them during the show. Oh, I don't remember that. What is that? I don't remember that. Don't remember that at all.
No, I thought that was a cool email because it made me look for it.
Yeah. Again, somebody put the idea in your head. Yeah, they did. Okay, so you're correct. Let's go ahead and debunk that out of the way. However, I'm going to tell you 100%, man, I'm not stupid. And if you saw something like that, you would remember that. That wasn't what I remember in the movie. So, throwing that at everybody, just kind of getting it out of the way. But that was the first thing I saw, too. Also, did you see the road? One of the roads' name was Wood.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, one of the roads, so they get off the truck with the lambs, and they pull up the gate. And the cool old British guy's like, stay to the road, have a good time, guys. And they showed the street signs, and one of them was wood. It was like a wood or something like that. That a Cujo? Is that a Cujo? Yeah, I remember Cujo. Cujo was.
Now, what was cool about this movie? If anybody's seen it, now the movie came out. I'll give you the proper year. This movie came out actually 1981. That's when this movie came out.
81, man. 81. What is it about 81, 82? All the best movies.
And the thing about 81, 82, this was practical special effects. And we're going to be talking about special effects with the sequel on this one and how somehow in those early movies, they got it right with the special effects on how they pulled that off.
Man,
it's amazing especially when you watch newer stuff where you think, It should kick the ass out of this old stuff.
No, man.
It really doesn't. I'm telling you guys, if you watch this movie, it really holds up. I mean, it holds up.
Yeah.
I don't remember a scene saying that would have looked better nowadays. I don't know. No, this movie did something that I know every movie does something that other movies haven't done. But this is going to sound weird to a lot of you people. This movie, you can see influences of this movie in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and you can see the influence of this movie in Quentin Tarantino movies, because this movie had dialogue. It actually had a full story and dialogue. It wasn't just turning into a wolf and eating people. There was actually a real story behind this.
Yeah.
That's what's so neat about
the music, man.
Oh, the music.
That's the music.
That's what I'm saying about Guardians. Guardians is known because how they pop in that music. How many werewolf scenes you could pull off playing Bad Moon Rising right before he changed into a wolf? In the beginning, what was it, Blue Moon? And at the end, I forgot the other moon song. I mean, the music. They did it, and what so fucked up was there was a sequel called American Werewolf in Paris.
No,
you guys have to check it out, just because when you watch this, you're going to laugh your head off. And the music in that movie,
horrible.
Whoa, it's an embarrassment. But you know, Quentin Tarantino, he does this movie a lot about dialogue, talking. And these guys talk. I mean, even when his friend got killed, right? They talk for the movie. You know what I mean? I mean, here, I want to show a picture of them talking that they really pull it off. Where is it? Hold on. Not this one.
I love it when they just have that. This is a regular like, is his buddy still his buddy? His buddy's technically a zombie. He's a zombie, undead. He's just talking to him like nothing. But we're jumping the gun here a little bit. So you guys know that they go in the bar, and they go to order some tea. They didn't even want any drinks, and everyone stares at them. Kind of the way when I go to a bar in Britain, it's the same thing when I go to those private pubs, man. I get free drinks. I get people that are cool as fuck, man. I mean, they are cool. There are families in there, man. They're like been going there since they were kids. Now, remember, guys, in England, they go to the pubs as kids. They go as kids. They might not be legal to drink, but they can drink. They can drink at 18, and they go in and mom and dad will give them sips of beer in the bar. There's kids in the pub eating dinner every night. It's great.
When they were staring at them walking in the bar, that's probably normal because it's mostly family that's in a bar.
Families in there. There's dogs. We go in with dogs. There's dog-friendly pubs. A lot of dog-friendly pubs. Really cool fucking food is insanely. Oh God, food is phenomenal in those pubs. I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back.
And I remember the scene where that one guy was like, "Hey, what does that 5-pointed star mean?" And they just all shut up and stare at him, like, "Dude, you're not part of us. You're not gonna know this story.
You're not gonna." Yeah, that 5-pointed star was to keep away the werewolf. It's specifically for the werewolf. It was a good luck, not a witchcraft thing. They weren't worshiping the devil.
Oh, they were using it to keep away the evil. So it was a good luck star.
It's the old Pythagorean fucking mathematical whatever star. Okay, so people with the religious things, whatever, get out of here. It was to keep. It's an old pagan tradition. It was to keep the werewolf away. So it was a good thing. However, it didn't work out too well for the two Americans.
Well, it didn't work out because the people were like, "Hey, we don't want your kind here. Just leave." So they kind of forced them out.
Yeah.
They didn't feed them. So they're like, "Go, oh yeah, stay on the road. Don't worry about anything else." Like I don't know what the werewolf rules are. Yeah. I didn't know that the werewolves will stay away from the road. I didn't think a road would matter, but I guess in this one it did.
And yeah, you got to be off the moors. But before that, go back. It was a contradiction because they come in and they give them the cold shoulder, and they don't serve them no food. They give them some tea, and then they're like wanting them to kick them out the entire time. But then when they kick them out, then the lady at the bar, we should not have let them go. We should not. They're like, we shouldn't have let them go. I'm like, why would you kick them out then? Lady, you were the biggest antagonist for the whole fucking group to kick him out. And all of a sudden, we shouldn't have let him leave.
We don't have food here. We don't have food here.
Go away.
What does that mean when they say, I don't have food here? It means that they want you out. She wants you out.
I would have left there, It's like, okay. Do you want me to...
He throws a dart, would you never make me mess? So he actually had two split personality. Like he wanted them out, but then he said we shouldn't let them out. And then he was the one who told the doctor about
let them go.
I was like, I never missed that board before.
Yeah. What? Well, you need to get out of town, buddy. That guy's locked into town there. But yeah, they make it out to the moors, and now I've been out to the moors, and it's just really throwing me off on a lot of things, and I'll talk about that. But they were on the moors. There's the road, and the moors are a moshy, spongy surface. It's wet. It's a wet, moshy surface. So if you don't want wet socks and wet soaked shoes, yeah, you want to stay off the moors. So you shouldn't have been on the moors regardless. But, they happen to be a werewolf too. So I don't know. I mean, to me, what would the road do? I mean, you could run on the, maybe a road because a car can find you or people can find you more. But if you go off in the moors, you're out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know how they got off into the moors, though. The road's pretty fucking clear. When you go on the moors, you're on the moors. Your feet are soaked.
Yeah, you could call that probably movie magic to make
movie magic. Yeah,
but that's Quentin Tarantino where his influence you can see he got from the movie because when they were walking off, they were doing that normal talk, like just best friends talking about a girl liking a girl and all this, like that Quentin Tarantino conversation. Yeah. Not just jump right into a wolf being attacked, where you heard the wolf sounds. You're like, do you hear that? And then you hear all around them, it's like that Jaws suspense, and then you get that little laughter when he falls on the ground, and then here's the attack. I mean, it's all brilliant if you really think about it. It's brilliant. And Bob, the special effects of him getting cut up, all that blood, that shit looks freaking real.
Yeah, I remember going back to Fangora magazine. That's where you see the latex. The guy who does all the latex for it. A lot of work with the latex and the blood and everything. Back when they used to employ actual non-nerds, just nerds that actually did latex, real cool people. Now they've got computer fucking nerds that just do all CGI crap.
And it's artwork. It's artwork. It's artwork. I mean, we're not going to talk about the movie today. I mean, we can talk about how their work influenced the movie The Thing. We'll talk about that later because that's all practical special effects, and it's just
amazing.
It's so freaking real.
Amazing.
And then of course, his best friend dies, and he goes in the hospital. And there's something like a lot of TV shows and movies I don't like, but they pulled it off in this movie. I'm not a big fan of what do you call it? Dreams. Dream when they always have these dreams episodes, things happen in their dreams and all that.
Freddy Krueger.
Well, dreams like TV shows when they do like a lot of backflashes and dreams and things.
You get lost, man. Like, I know.
This movie, his dreams is really part of the movie, like going to turn into a wolf. I thought I saw a cool picture in here in one of his dreams. Where I thought I saw one because remember the werewolves broke down the door to his parents' house and started shooting him up. And
they were dressed as Nazis, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like Nazi wolves.
They were Nazi werewolves.
Right here, right there. Look at that.
That was kind of telling. That was weird. They were Nazi werewolves. I remember back in Sagittarius Arm. Anyway, back in my time, the anchor memory I have was there was always the myth that the Nazis were, it's sci-fi myth, guys. It's sci-fi that the Nazis were number one, they were making zombie soldiers. Okay, we all know that one. There's a lot of good movies out with Nazi zombies, but then they were also doing in like real life, and people believed it. They were doing Nazi werewolf Nazis. So it was interesting that they would have a Nazi werewolves kill his family. And ironically, he keeps being called a Jew in the movie, Jewish. They kept referring to him as the Jew, the Jewish. Even Eric's like, why are they calling him that? Oh, because he's circumcised. And the nurses looked at her and said, oh, he's circumcised. He's got to be Jewish, because in England, they don't really circumcise over there. Only a lot of Americans would do it. But he was Jewish. So, and then he was killed by the Nazi werewolves. I was like, anybody catching that weird connection there? That was kind of weird.
And this one was brilliant about the dream sequence. If you remember, he wakes up, but he didn't really wake up because he thought he'd woken up, and then another Nazi werewolf jumps out. So it was like a dream within a dream. That was like a good little extra little shocker when you see it for the first time. Like, oh, and then he did the most honest thing anybody would do. He wakes up and goes, "Oh shit!"
Shit. The nurse was just killed by a Nazi werewolf at the window. Yeah,
this is one of the best movies I've ever seen by far. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore like that.
We're gonna go further into the movie, but I don't know if you guys know this. Remember this? Michael Jackson himself. Michael Jackson, yes, you're like, Michael Jackson werewolf movie. Michael Jackson was so impressed on how the special effects look so well with the werewolves. He hired that team to do what video? Thriller, and the part where when Michael Jackson turns into a wolf, where I thought he was always a wolf anyway, that was all done by the people who made American Werewolf in London.
It was good though. They actually did it. They did a good job making it. They did the old same magic with turning him into a werewolf. I
think that's what made the video so popular, because it did look real, and it was cool that it was made by the American Werewolf. So when you say that these horror movies do nothing good, no, they influence everybody. They influenced Michael Jackson Thriller, and that album was the #1 album in the whole freaking world.
I remember when it came out on TV, and it was a debut. It was like a big deal. It was huge. Everybody was crowded in front of the television for Michael Jackson's Thriller video. I liked it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I have no objections to it at all. I got nothing bad to say about it. A lot of people don't like Michael Jackson. I don't care if you don't like Michael Jackson. At least like Thriller. I mean, Thriller was a movie / music video. I liked it. But back to the werewolf movie, Eric. Here's the part that I could laugh at now, because those guys get off at the truck. They get off a truck, and they are at the foot of what looks to be, in their accents, to be Scotland. Now the airports are in that's the north. The airports are in London. Okay, they're in London. The airports are, so I'm assuming they must have been on the Welsh side around Scotland, at the base of Scotland on the Welsh side. And for some reason, they took them a long distance all the way to a London hospital. They took them. A lot of times they film movies in certain places, and they just use certain images, and they call it an area. Well, so, see, there's no airport where they were at. Isn't the funny that they get off in their truck, and I'm like, but there's no airport up there. So they must have flew into Ireland, caught a ferry to one of the islands, to the Isle of Man. I'm telling you, got the Isle of Man, which is new for me, and then from the Isle of Man over to the Welsh Highlands, whatever, and then make their way down. I was like, well, how the fuck where'd they fly in from? These guys are north. All the airports are south. So anyway, I just thought that was weird. They were in the wrong spot. They were like in the wrong spot of any airport. They were in the opposite end of England from any airport.
Bob, you know what's weird? I didn't realize the picture up here, the wolf is moving his head.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
I didn't realize. I'm like, nice. That werewolf is staring at me and he's moving.
Nice. He is.
Now, of course, in real life and fantasy, I don't know how many people can actually get to go home with the nurse. I mean, the nurse bited them. Now, maybe people in London back in 1981 are that nice to let you come back with them to their house. Maybe that's part of the nurse's jobs.
Maybe in England, yeah. I think
go to my house.
in the English girls, they do go a little extra. They do a little extra for the Americans. They like the Americans. Apparently, they like them circumcised in this particular movie. They made a lot of stink over it.
Oh, he is right. Michael Jackson werewolf always looked more like a cat. Yeah.
Did it look like? Yeah, it looked like a cat.
They could have made Michael Jackson too hairy like the movie. They didn't want to. They probably wanted eyes a little lighter on purpose.
Yeah.
But of course, let me see here. Like I said, now, but before he turns to the big wolf, what's so cool about this freaking movie is all the visits that he gets from his friend. I mean, when he was talking to his friend, it was like, even though every time he sees his friend, his skin gets worse and worse, but he still talks to him like a normal person. That's what's so cool about it, that I noticed that you want to talk about not being prejudiced against anything. He talked to his friend even though he's looking like crap. You know what I mean? The dialogue was so awesome between them.
Yeah, and he kept telling him, like, he's trying to be nice about it. He's like, hey, dude, you're going to have to kill yourself. We got to end the line that you're the last on the wolf line right now. If you could just kill yourself, we can end this whole problem right now. And his buddy's like, I don't want to commit suicide, man. I don't want to take my own life. I mean, do you blame him? So, he's like, you're going to be a wolf. You're going to kill people, man. And then he went out and started his friend. Remember, he started off with his friend, and then he hit the couple, right? Was it the couple next? The lady and the guy? Or was it the guy in the subway?
Well, no, I think because the lady guy pulls up in a car to go to a friend's house, and they get killed first.
Yeah.
Then I think it goes into the London train
subway.
Then he kills the three bums that live in the streets. and then he wakes up naked in a zoo.
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't done that?
Who hasn't woken up naked in the zoo? I know. Who has not done that?
Who has not done that? I've done that several times. I'm usually with the ostriches. I get the ostriches confused with the emus, but sometimes it's the ostriches, sometimes it's the emus. I'm not sure. They look the same. Now,
this is a question. Before we get into one of my most favorite scenes in a movie that deals with the meetup with the dead, is I remember a scene that he picks up a toy and he makes that little funny sound. But I never realized that toy was Mickey Mouse. I've never realized that, because Mickey Mouse is a children brand. It's a children. I never knew Disney gave permission to a rated R werewolf movie to use a Mickey Mouse toy. I remember there was a toy. I just didn't remember it was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Now, in my timeline, in my anchor memory, we'll say it that way. It's easier for people. I remember the Mickey Mouse toy. I remember him picking up, and he's like, "Hi, David. Hi, David." He's playing with a Mickey Mouse, but it had suspenders. The Mickey Mouse had suspenders. I'm just saying for myself. I noticed that. I go, "Oh, it used to have suspenders on it, but it doesn't matter." Then he with the hi David with the Mickey Mouse. What's it say? See, I remember a stuntman passing
about making a movie. They kept the scene in. It's an end scene and gets crushed by a car. No, I remember. When the wolf was walking the streets and the cars were going crazy, and there's a cop that gets squished to death with that. I remember someone passing while making them. Wow, they kept the scene in, and it's in the end scene when he gets crushed by a car. I remember that. That is awesome. I mean, it's not awesome that he died.
No,
but that is awesome information. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that he died. A stuntman. I feel bad.
Out of Mickey toys. Now, yeah, I didn't remember. I remember the toy. I remember that joke like, "Hi, David," but I just didn't remember that was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Eric came in and he asked me. I mean, he's being on. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to jog my memory here. Do you remember it being a Mickey Mouse?" I said, "Yeah, I remember a Mickey Mouse. This is before yeah, there's a Mickey Mouse, and he picked it up with Hi, David, with the Mickey Mouse toy, and he had suspenders on it. But Eric's like, he didn't remember the Mickey Mouse. He was like, Eric is foggy. You're foggy. Yeah, you remember a toy. You were trying to remember whether it was Mickey Mouse or not. I remember the Mickey Mouse. maybe, we know how this shit works.
I know. I'll do research. I want to find out if Mickey Mouse ever licensed their toy to any movie.
Right?
I gotta know, because I just can't see Mickey Mouse being allowed to be used in this kind of a movie. I mean, this wasn't a
Is that the picture?
Rated R.
Yeah, that's the picture with the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I mean, see his hand?
Yeah. He's doing it for the back. I can't see. Yeah. Yeah.
See what happens if I make it bigger? Will it make it?
Oh, shoot, man. Yeah. I mean, this is a horror movie. That's what I like about it. They kind of take the piss out of it a little bit, and they're having fun with it at the same time. Being a zombie with a toy, Mickey Mouse toy. That's funny.
Oh, this is kind of a cool little web page, right? There's there's scenes.
Yeah, I hope you don't get a copyright. I hope good.
Well, no, it's not playing. I mean, it's
it's a they call them a GIF or something like that. Yeah.
If you want to go to that web page here, I'll just put that in here just so anybody can get it off. But that's kind of a cool little thing.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. It kind of gives it some some motion.
And then, of course, right after all that, the very first part, right before it goes into the wolf, the CCR song "Bad Moon Rising." I mean, it took that song to a whole new level, and it brought some like true life reality into it. Because right when that song ends, he starts the transformation, and it was like no sound. It was just like watching him transform right after the song, and you can see here. I mean, look. This stuff looks so freaking real when he was turning into a wolf. I mean, look at it. You can't CGI this. I
like it that he was waiting. He was in her apartment in the in the English nurse's apartment, living with her while he's at work. He's waiting. He's actually cleaning the apartment, walking around, waiting to transform. He's like, I'm gonna transform. He don't know it, or it was the first time his dead friend is saying, "Hey, on the full moon, you're gonna change." He believes it because he's seeing his dead friend. So why would he not believe it? So he's like, "Am I gonna turn into a wolf?" I love the impatience. He's like impatient, walking around. Hey, what's up, dude? You're walking around the whole apartment, man, just kind of freaking out, just meandering and finding projects to do. And he is completely calm. Like at the point where he's calm now, he's like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna. Oh my god! Then he just like jumps up and starts screaming that his skin is on fire. I mean, look, I'm burning up.
Look at that pop. In this scene, they had that sound effect that. Dude, that looks real. I mean, it's just amazing how real it looks.
Yeah, look. I like how they did his spinal cord.
Yeah,
spinal cord just across the back.
You could tell this was people who loved the job and they wanted that money shot.
The shoulder muscles grew. It was the hair was coming out of his back like in real time. Then his spinal cord it makes that really kind of a hollow clunky noise, like it's just bones. It's just forming his back. His muscles are starting to get cut and swelled, and he's being contorted. He's like his mid-course is being stretched. Oh god.
Look at his face. I mean, he's turning over and he's like just
yeah.
And it was cool as in the first part of the kills, you never technically saw him as the full wolf yet.
No.
Murders, it's kind of like the Jaws, right? You know he's there, but you didn't see him yet, and he's murdering these people. And then 134. Okay, good. The witch goddess. She probably knows about people who turn into werewolves in real life.
She's probably seen it. It's a painful experience. If you guys have ever turned into a wolf, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's completely a painful. This movie really displays it well, turning into a werewolf. I'm telling you.
And I'm still telling you, to this day, that is the best transformation into a wolf that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, really is. And then of course, once he, like you were talking about, once he murdered the cute couple, the train guy, the subway guy, and then he murdered the 3 bums. To me, the money shot scene in the whole movie is when he's actually at a porn movie theater talking to his dead friend and all the fresh dead people he just killed. And when you watch that, dude, and when you watch that dialogue, and I'm like, they're talking about how should you kill yourself? Oh, use a gun. Yeah, just put it to your head. And that girl just talking like so friendly, so great. She's like, yeah, gun's great. Just put the gun to your face and pull the trigger.
I mean, they're like the best friends. They have no. I mean, you know,
bullet. No, Dave, this ain't the movie. You can.
if I turned into a werewolf and went on a killing spree, you know, and all the dead people that I've killed are like my best friends now. They're like, this is kind of nice.
And they're doing it in a porn movie where you hear the moaning of the girl. It is so classic. If they did that movie nowadays, they will not. They'll probably be at a theater, but I guarantee it wouldn't be a porn theater. It wouldn't. There's no way.
No, that's great because you know the idea is that nobody goes into a porn. I mean, you got to be a fucking scum. You got to be like what's his name? He had a show. What's his name?
Pee Wee Herman. He's
Pee-wee
the one.
Herman. Yeah, you got to be a Pee Wee Herman.
His real name. He went into one of those theaters and he played with himself. And
he masturbated. Yeah,
he masturbated and lost everything.
Yeah, he had the Pee Wee Herman show. I remember it was this controversial kids. It was not a kids show, by the way. Controversial kids show, the Pee Wee Herman show. A lot of adult undertones, may I say. And so now I know why. Because he was caught in a porno movie theater, masturbating. Like caught. Like people said, "Hey, aren't you Pee Wee Herman?" Or he's a Latino, right? What's his last name? Something. He's got a Latino last name. I can't remember what it is. No offense to Latinos. I'm not saying all Latinos go into porno movies and masturbate. I'm just saying that Pee Wee Herman did. Reuben. I can't remember. He got a weird name, real name. Funny actor, great comedian though. I like the guy.
Oh, he was fantastic in Mystery Man when he had the power of the fart man.
The fart man, yeah, I remember that. Mystery Man, yeah, Mystery Man's one of my favorites also. We need to do one on Mystery Man by itself. That's another great movie.
Oh, okay. Let me pull this one up. I found a picture of the 2 cute couple that was in that porn scene.
Yeah, let's see them. They're a nice couple. They were murdered together. So the American werewolf in London killed them outside their flat. Oh, they're a beautiful couple.
And look, this is when they're in the porn. And look how happy. I mean, the movie was so natural. It was like so. And she's like, "Yeah, put the gun to your face and shoot yourself. That's a good idea." The way she was talking, it was just so charming.
Yeah, and they went on it. They had a date night. They were having a good time. A strange American werewolf kills them. So, I mean, even in death, they're kind of chill. They're kind of laid back. You got to admit, for British people, I mean, to be killed by an American, they're pretty fucking cool. They're pretty cool like that. I want to but a British guy.
Why do we got to get killed by an American wolf?
Because, I'm telling you, in England, they're not racist, but they're prejudiced against different dialects, different language. Everybody has a different accent. So when you go to England, if you go around your block, I'm talking around your fucking block, they got a completely different English accent. I was learning everybody's English accent. I could almost know exactly what fucking neighborhood they came from. I was like, I could hear by his accent, he's a Manchurian from this part of town. That's a Manchurian from that part of town.
Paul Reubens. Thank you very much.
Paul Reubens with an S? I thought it was Paul Reubens, no S. No S. I don't remember an S on Reuben. We're going off track. I don't remember a Reuben on S, or an S on Reuben. Reubens. I don't remember. I remember Reuben.
Let me type it into Google. I'll tell you right now. Paul
Reubens. That's what I remember.
Okay, how's he spelling it?
I could be misremembering. I'm just the way it's in my head, the way my anchors put it. It's a Reuben, Paul Reuben. I remember Paul Reuben, like a Reuben sandwich, a Reuben sandwich.
They are naming it with the S. Paul Reubens.
Reubens?
That's how they're naming it.
What
Here's a cool thing. You know what? I'm going to ask this question to the chat. I know this ain't about this movie, but Paul Reubens as Pee Wee Herman. What was the first movie Pee Wee Herman has ever showed up in?
I know it.
I know you know it,
Okay.
but I want somebody from the chat. Do you guys remember Pee Wee Herman, his very first scene in a movie? What movie was it? Does anybody know? Nope. That's Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. But what movie? I'm not talking about the Tim Burton's Pee Wee movie motion picture.
Nope.
He was actually in a small scene in another movie. What was it? Does anybody know? Come on, guys. We only got 19 minutes left. Come on. I know one of you got to know it.
Come on, any stoners out there? It's got to be a stoner out there.
Come on. It's a stoner movie. I'll give you a hint. It's a stoner movie.
It's Time to Wake Up smokes a little bit of weed in Canada. He's got to know who it is. What movie he was in. Come on, somebody.
No, guys, not Big Adventure. That's an actual motion picture movie about Pee Wee Herman. But where did the Pee Wee Herman performance first come from? Nope, not Porky's. Not Porky's. I'm gonna tell you guys. If you don't believe me, check it out yourself. Watch Cheech and Chong, the next movie. Cheech and Chong, the next movie when Cheech has a cousin that comes and takes Chong out of on this party town. They go into this comedy club, and that's when Pee Wee Herman first jumps on stage and does a little Pee Wee Herman, but he gets pissed off because they're fucking up his stage performance. But that is Paul Reubens' first performance ever dressed as Pee Wee Herman in a movie.
Well, you skipped it. You skipped forward because he was in the motel, the hotel. He was the guy in the hotel. But that wouldn't let him leave because he didn't pay his bill. Cheech Marang was playing his cousin, the cousin character, the cousin Chong and Cheech's cousin. And his cousin couldn't get out of the hotel because he locked the door and he had a big duffel bag full of marijuana and he couldn't get it out of the room, so they had to climb into the window. But so Pee Wee Herman was the guy downstairs screaming he'd call the cops on him. They ended up taking him away. Yeah, that was a good part.
Here. If people don't believe me, hold on here.
Cheech and Chong, the next movie. It's called Cheech and Chong, the next movie. Is that him? That's him right there. Yeah, and later moved forward in the movie. He was doing stand up, and they came in. Chong and Chong's cousin went into a stand up place, comedians, and Pee Wee was doing a stand up, and it was a horrible one.
There's hotel right there. You're talking about.
Picture of him in. Oh my God, we went from zombies in a movie theater in Britain to Reuben.
Oh, Bob, the connection is the porno movie theater.
The porno movie theater.
So I know we'll get out of that. But okay, going back to this movie. Now, just I want you to look at this. I want everybody to really admire this. Just look at this picture. Look at that. Look how real that shit looks.
Yes.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. You really can't.
It's great latex, great mask material. Everything's perfect, man. Just well done. Sometimes the protagonist should be a mask or should be latex. It should be something else other than a CGI face. You watch the Avengers. I love the Avengers. I'm not putting it down. I enjoy all those movies, all those wonderful movies. But you always got to take a seat back and go, this is all fucking CGI, green screen in a studio. When back in our time, in the 80s, early 80s, all those movies were done with hard, meticulous freaking latex and fake blood. And there's different types of fake blood, man. Fake blood there's like there's like multiple different colors for different things. God, it's so beautiful.
Before I show the images of what it looked like in American Werewolf in Paris, let me tell you how much this movie actually made. It's really cool to think about. I know a lot of people aren't money people, don't really care, but to me, it's very interesting. This movie cost, the budget was $10 million, and actually made $30 million. So it made a profit. So that movie only costed $10 million to make, right? And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, because how good that movie was. It was made for $10 million. Now, if any of you has ever seen American Werewolf in Paris, you will know that movie is an embarrassment. It's a flat-out embarrassment. Before I show you how much money that movie cost, let me just show you some pictures of American Werewolf in Paris. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I got the wrong page. That's
fine.
I don't want to show this one. Here.
Gently get us into this one.
Here we go.
Horrible movie.
Okay. Now, first of all, look how stupid this wolf looks. I mean, seriously. Look how bad that sequel looks. I mean,
it's cheap. It's like some kid, a little kid with a computer made it.
And this is when they started CGI. Look how bad that CGI looks. And people say, well, CGI wasn't good back then. Okay, then why use it?
Then don't use it. Go back to latex until it gets better.
And Bob, this is what's amazing. This is why I wanted to bring this up about how much a movie cost. This movie in Paris, I'm going to show you. This movie budget was $25 million, and it actually made $26 million. So technically, when a movie breaks even, they lost money because it cost commercials. Now, $25 million to make, Bob. The first one costed $10 million. What is the difference? The $10 million movie looks more real. Yeah. I'll go back to the pictures of the Paris one. So it's like,
it takes a lot of hard work.
My fault.
They just handed over a bunch of fucking nerds with a bunch of computers. I'm so sick of nerds and their computers, man. I'm sick of their garbage. 15 million budget got you this. Sick of those fucking nasty asses with their. I'm tired of the fucking CGI. Give me fucking blood, man. I want latex. I want old school. Bring back the old school genre. I mean, how is Fangora magazine hanging in there nowadays? They got pictures of fucking CGI. Everything's CGI.
You know where they went wrong? In American in London. I'm not making fun of the actor, but the actor in American in London, he's not like a handsome guy. He's just a normal looking guy, right?
Cheap actor.
You can tell in Paris, they try to find what they call beautiful people. You know, we're going to sell you with what the hottest young guy is. Because this guy got popular from a Tom Hanks movie where he was like a drummer. That movie called The Thing You Do. And they try to sell you with sex versus the quality of the movie. And if you watch this Paris one, I think you have to watch this just to make fun of it so you can respect the first one more. This one had no dialogue. It was stupid. His two friends in the movie in Paris, one guy looks like the lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And it's like, stupid. They forgot the substance. They forgot the substance. I mean, look at that, Bob. Look how bad that looks.
No, they're banking off the name, man. They were banking off that's when movies went to shit. The quality went down. They got the computer nerds in there, and they've got the dream team actors. They're coming out of fucking Walt Disney TV shows. Look, they've turned 18. Now we can put them into a movie and make them half naked because we've been watching them with clothes on their whole life, and now we get excited about seeing them naked in a movie. So stupid. And then they are horrible actors. God, movies went to shit. They're just garbage.
The original director in London, John Landis, even said American Werewolf in Paris is shit.
Garbage.
They asked him if he wanted to do a sequel. He gave them a script, and they turned it down.
No.
They should have used his script because this other guy who fucking directed this. I don't know what his name is. His name is Anthony Waller, and just piss job, just a fucking sorry ass job.
For what you call it's like a fast food movie. They just made it for money.
Yeah, they're just trying to do it. It's kind of like taking John Carpenter Halloween, and then they continue it with the sequels, which they weren't all bad, but use different people. It's not the same.
No, man.
Saying, we'll just throw more money. We'll just throw more money, more blood.
There's something about less budget. When you have less budget, you got to use more of the noggin. You got to use more of the regular materials you have on hand that is cheap.
Right here. Bob, see the picture? His one guy. This guy trying to look like fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
They were trying to sell you on sex. They really did.
I mean, they literally look like they have Down syndrome. I mean,
in American Werewolf. That's
God.
That's a legend. It's just
not a Michael Jackson fan. Michael Jackson was the Thriller was better than the part 2. Thriller was better than part 2.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, way. This wolf looked real.
Yeah. Now I remember The Howling. A lot of people.
Yeah.
The Howling was another good one where they had dialogue, a lot of suspense, though, a whole lot of suspense, a whole lot of building up, like an orgasm. It's building up for the final scene. They had the same kind of element. Now, the werewolf scene was nothing like nothing. This is the actual transformation, a man into a wolf. But didn't Roger and Ebert die?
Yeah, they did.
They're both dead, right?
Yeah, they are. But he's talking about us replacing them. Hey,
yeah. They should compliment. That's kind of cool. I want to get him on.
Lisa Silver says, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, if you go to, I think if you go to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, our very first episode was actually of the horror talk was Evil Dead.
Yeah.
So it's not on. You know, I might upload it over the weekend. I didn't upload it onto this because Bob, we had a few little technical issues in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I did not. But if you do, Lisa, if you do want to see the Evil Dead talk, just go to my Facebook, go to my description, go to my Twitter. It's on there, and we finally got to talk about Evil Speak.
Yeah.
Conversation. But so guys. What I'm trying to say is, if you've never seen this, now I don't know. I know right now. I don't know. Not everybody has HBO. I know that, but if you have HBO, this is how you can watch it right now. It's on HBO Max. Otherwise, you have to rent it like anything else. But I'm telling you, this movie is worth it. It is worth it. There's a free streaming service called Tubi or Turbid or something. That's where I decided to watch a little bit of the Paris one, and I go, this is fucking garbage. Oh, this is a good one too.
What's that?
You remember Silver Bullet? Silver Bullet was
the kid in the wheelchair.
Yes, that's actually one of the Lost Boys brothers. Corey Haim. That was Corey Haim, and the guy who played Paulie, the one who kind of gone crazy. And that's actually a Stephen King book that's actually done correctly, because that movie was where it was the preacher who was the werewolf killer. Silver Bullet was a good one. I give you that. That was a good one. Of course, you got the original Wolfman
Howling.
The first Halloween. All the rest of the Halloweens blows.
No, Howling, not Halloween. The Howling.
Howling, yeah. All the rest of the Howling movies blow.
Yeah, they sucked. The first one was I get it was slow dialogue. It was build up, kind of either you could sit through it or you can't. I recommend having a girl or whatever your preference is. I don't know, a freaking goat, whatever you do. Sit next to something like that, because it's going to be a long movie, but it's decent.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you one of my favorite werewolf movie ever. One of my favorites. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, Eric, that don't count.
What?
I'm telling you, yes, it does. Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox.
I just watched Teen Wolf just like 2 days ago.
You, man, Teen Wolf.
It's good.
Was perfect. It wasn't horror.
No,
it was good.
It was good.
It was fun. I love Teen Wolf. I could watch that today. I mean, I really can.
Teen Wolf 1. I don't like Teen Wolf 2. I like Teen Wolf 1.
It's just the father. It's that
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, the second one wasn't with Michael J. Fox. The second one was with that. Oh God, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, it was Michael J. Fox before he got the retards. But then after he got the retards, he didn't make much movies after that. But before his retards, that movie was fucking badass. Teen Wolf 1. And then I think, then after that, he made Back to the Futures, the whole series. No,
actually, Back to the Future and Teen Wolf came out the same year.
Oh.
The reason I remember, because, Bob, we go to at the time, we didn't get to go to Disneyland or our vacation was going to the movies. It was.
Yeah.
So what we used to do is at the end of the summer, we will wait to get double features.
Yep.
And yes. Was Back to the Future and Teen Wolf was a double feature movie.
Oh, that's right. At the same time, man. That guy was really pushing himself. Really pushing himself.
Guys, the young people out here, if you're watching us, I'm not talking about the Teen Wolf series on MTV.
No.
I'm talking about the Teen Wolf movie with Michael J. Fox.
Yes, with Michael J. Fox before he went through time, whatever. Yeah. Or during he was going through time. Yeah, he was also a Teen Wolf.
Well, guys, we basically hit like our hour. We want to let you know that we're going to be doing the horror talk shows basically on Tuesdays and Thursdays if Bob's available. But this Tuesday, we're going to have a special guest, Viz, from The Walking Dead Now, because we're going to be talking about zombie movies.
Zombies.
We're talking about from the beginning of the night of the Living Dead all the way up to The Walking Dead. So it's going to be a fun show. We're going to have Viz on. We're going to be talking zombies. And then, we're going to go on from there. We're going to start talking about every horror movies. We're going to be having a show on The Thing. Halloween, Friday the 13th. We will get to all these movies.
Man. I want to find the cheesy ones. I want Night of the Lupus, man.
And we'll do Night of the Lupus. I'll tell you guys what. Next week, Thursday, we'll do Night of the Lupus.
Nobody's thinking
Thursday. And guys, I'll tell you what. If any one of you would like to be a guest on one day, you can email me at this email, but I'll tell you a requirement. TrueThoughtsNews@gmail.com. If you have a horror movie that you love, you want to be on the show, talk about that movie, let me know, because I don't want guests to come on who's never seen a movie, because what good are you? No offense. What fucking good are you? But if one of you, like Witch Goddess, if you have a horror movie you love, you want to come, it's just a 1 hour show and talk about it, let me know. And you come on, we'll talk about it. Like you're here. Suzanne Cassie says, Night of the Lupus. Hey, if she's
Night of the Lupus, she don't know it.
Then if you want to be a guest on that Thursday, let me know. Email me and I'll let you on. So guys, I hope you all enjoy this little 1 hour get away from reality, get away from what's going on there in life. I hope you enjoy this. Leave us good comments. And that's it, guys. We'll see you all later. We'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good day.